Hi, I'm Mary Maru, owner and lead designer here at Mary Maru Design, where I create marketing smart WordPress websites that my small business clients love because it helps them establish credibility, starts more conversations, and converts more casual visitors into raving fans. So today I am going to talk about 3 common mistakes small businesses are making with their websites and some ideas for how I would fix them. This is a remake of a presentation I gave this past summer at my BNI chapter, and I thought you guys might find it helpful too. So let's dig in. So the first mistake I want to talk about is what I call the DIY website, and you have seen these many times yourself, I'm sure. This particular DIY example, however, is for author Suzanne Collins, who wrote the Hunger Games series. So some of the biggest mistakes I see on this website. First of all, this is not a mobile-friendly website. And given that Suzanne's audience is probably on the younger side, starting in their teens, having a website that works well on mobile devices seems like a no-brainer to me. The second thing is, if you look up here, you can see that this is not a secure website, and because of the changes with Google Analytics and their algorithm, new secure requirement for basically all websites. It started with just websites collecting sensitive information from people like passwords and credit card information, but now that requirement is across the board for everyone. I noticed that I feel is a problem is in her welcome message over here in this little teeny tiny box of text. She invites people to, let's see, she says to click around and find out a little bit more about my books. So the closest link to that call to action is this one right here. And when I click on it, it takes me to the Scholastic Teacher's Activity Guide for her Underland Chronicles. I just don't think it's a great idea to send people away from your website so soon after they've landed here. You want to really keep them as long as possible. I would change this homepage and mix it up with some other content so it's not just one big long list of publishers' quotes and book covers. And then finally, for the purpose of our video today, these quick links on the side, they go to the homepage of booksellers, and that's really not very engaging for people who really were just interested in Suzanne's work. So I know I've hinted at some of the changes that I would make, but let's just go through them really quick. The first thing is obviously I would make the website mobile friendly. And then I would also make the page layouts more visually appealing and modern by using maybe like a mix of full width images of Suzanne and other visuals that fit within the Hunger Games brand. Obviously, I mentioned the security issue before. That's a really easy fix with the web server host. And to create more engagement with her readers, I might create some kind of a fun fan club where her fans can join a community of other raving fans where they can talk about cool things from the Hunger Games. Another thing that I would consider doing or recommend Suzanne do is, while her fan base is still hot, I would collect email addresses into a mailing list so that she has a way to stay in touch and create buzz and excitement around any new stories or events. This way, if she finds herself with a really bad case of writer's block, she can still reach out to people who love her work and might want to buy something from her. And then last but not least, instead of linking to the bookseller homepages, which is not that, let's see, where was that? Here it is. Here is Scholastic's homepage. Instead of linking to the homepages of the booksellers, I'd make sure the link went straight to Suzanne's page on the bookseller's website where all of her books are displayed. So this way, all the reader has to do is click the order button and Suzanne gets a sale. Here's mistake number 2 that I call the visual vertigo website. So I've gone to several art and design schools like FIT, the Art Students League, and School of Visual Arts, all really great schools. So when I went to check out Yale School of Art's website, I was pretty shocked to see the gratuitous use of animation everywhere on every page. This is Yale, you guys, Ivy League, $40,000 a year for tuition. So here's the rundown on some of the mistakes I see. And I mean, I know I'm just stating the obvious, but oh my God. This is the home page for the art school, and it's a frickin' mess. This is just craziness. Do you see this? Are you seeing what I'm seeing? I just do not know what these people were thinking. First of all, this stuff up here, it looks like ads. I mean, it's just stylistically horrible, and all of this visual noise and garbage, I just don't even know where to look first. I have to say that if I were a parent that was about to shell out like a heap full of money per year in tuition for my kid to go to this school, I don't think it would help my decision making to be distracted by all this visual vertigo. Where would a parent go? I mean, after the homepage, I'm guessing they would go to admissions. And here it's just this bizarre background image that I'm not going to go into because you can see it for yourself. But then there are like these little pockets of what seem to be really important admissions information in these individual boxes that scroll on their own. Now I have to go to the next one and it scrolls like a little bit, and then I go to the next one and it scrolls again just a little bit. What else? This navigation on the side is really cramped. There are too many choices to make. It's just, again, not very user-friendly. Overall, like this gratuitous use of distracting animations throughout the site is very problematic. And like Suzanne's website that we just looked at, it is not mobile-friendly. Do you see how things get cut off as I'm making the screen size smaller? Let's talk about some things that we could do to fix this. Just a few things. I think ultimately this site should just be torn down and Yale School of Art should start over. But let's say for a second that we're going to keep this and do the best we can with what we've got. I don't think you can see this because it's orange on orange, but when I highlight, you can see it a little bit better. Yale School of Art's address and phone number, some important details you can't read because of the layering of same color on same color. I would get rid of all the tiled background animations and take these and put them on a student exhibits page where these videos can live as a contained series along with other student art examples. After the background animations are removed and a plain, calm background is in place, I would present a small gallery of photos showing students creating art in the studio and interacting with teachers, and also show a few examples of student artwork with a link to the new student exhibits page for people who want to see more. This would give prospective new students and their parents an idea of what they might expect if he or she were to study here. I would use standard graphic design principles like visual hierarchy and white space and typography to make these long passages of text easier to read and to draw the eye forward. I would simplify the site navigation into a parent section of just 4 or 5 tabs and nestle related topics beneath them to make it easier and faster for visitors to find what they're looking for faster. And of course, I'd make the website mobile friendly. I just wanted to show you, when I was clicking through this before, I came across, where is it now? Oh my goodness, all of this stuff. I'm just clicking through the menu, the main menu here. So you're experiencing the same craziness as I am right now. Oh, a still photo. Let's see. Graduate, where is that thing? Okay, so now I can't find what I was looking for before. Oh, here it is, under About This Site. And it says, wow, I just saw your web page. Can't unsee. I certainly hope you aren't teaching web design. Yale should be embarrassed. And then somebody commented saying, I agree, it doesn't look professional at all. Here is mistake number 3, the ghost town website. A ghost town website is one that was launched a year or more ago and hasn't been revisited by its owner since. Dates are out of date, and it looks like no one's home or cares about the business. So let's look at this website for a commercial and residential remodeling business and talk about some of the mistakes that you can see. So first of all, the work examples are actually kind of nice, but they are too small based on the style of a typical modern website. The overall layout looks dated, especially for a business that relies heavily on appearance, and honestly, whose business doesn't depend on having a good appearance in one way or another. The Facebook share buttons are occupying prime real estate at the top of the page, and one of them doesn't even work. That's the one that doesn't work. The bathroom remodeling award here is nice, but I think there's too much emphasis being placed on this 6-year-old recognition. And when I went through the portfolio, if you look here, that's for bathroom planning and remodeling. When I go into bathroom remodeling, it says coming soon. There aren't even any portfolio examples for bathroom remodeling projects. So to me, it kind of makes this bathroom award from 2012 irrelevant, or less relevant anyway. In the company updates section, the last entry is from October 2011. And just like the other 2 websites we looked at, this one is not mobile friendly. So this is how it would look, or close to how it would look on somebody's smartphone. Not convenient. So what are some of the things that I would do to make this website better? First of all, I would create a section of full-size work samples to make it easier for visitors to see and immerse themselves in the contractor's best work. I would fix the Facebook share buttons and move them away from the top of the page to a less prominent location. It's really important to try to keep visitors on your website so that they become engaged with your content. What else would I do? Just below the work samples, I would add some kind of marketing copy to help this contractor's ideal clients relate to the problems he's solving for his customers. For example, he might say something like, "Are you a homeowner tired of your nasty old bathroom tile and stained sink? Wouldn't you love to have a beautiful new bathroom so that when company comes over, you don't have to give them a long list of instructions like, okay, you got to jiggle the handle, or be careful of that loose floor tile." You know, some kind of messaging that makes people who would be prospective clients like sit up and take notice, like, oh my God, this person actually understands what my problem is. And I would add professionally photographed before and afters of the bathroom remodels specifically, since that's what this contractor won an award for. He should be leveraging the shit out of that award before the shelf life expires, which is very, very soon, if not already in some people's eyes. To wrap it up, your website is like your office where your clients come to see you. If you have a physical office space, you want it to be professional, welcoming, clean, uncluttered. You want your office space and you want your website to earn you points in credibility and trust, and to fit what's expected for your profession and your stature. Better yet, exceed what's expected and you'll get more business because design really works. What kind of website mistakes have caught your eye recently? Share them in the comments. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.